create mortgage-backed securities, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, are the exact ones that are supposed to be buying these mortgage-backed securities. So they just create them and then don't put them out to the market. I mean, I don't quite understand the play here in full, but
I mean, it should drive the cost of housing. Like it's going to do the opposite, right? Like it's going to drive the cost of housing back up. It's going to increase demand,
yeah,
right? In
and
the long term, it might lower the interest rates.
yeah,
I might be able to refinance and my payment will go down, but my house is going to go up in value. If
yeah,
I bought it for 190, it's going to be worth 210, maybe
you get
220.
more people wanting to play, more people wanting to be able to afford it, and supply and demand, baby. But
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know, and it's a potential global liquidity increase, which should push U.S. markets and risk on assets up, which is gold and Bitcoin and things like that. But
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see, man. It's
You know,
crazy. That's what I'll
200
say.
billion is really just a drop in the bucket compared to the trillions of dollars of money flowing around out there every day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, we got the market masters with us. We got Jack. What's going on, man?
I tell you, man, I was too busy watching some of these stocks like KLA 10 Core go up. What did it go up?
Here,
Um,
I'll stop.
$62. I couldn't spend time reading about a an unsupreme court when I was too busy treating these high flyers. So what happened with Gladys Knight and the Supremes? Did they
eh,
do anything
they
thing on
They
top?
just
just
punted.
called timeout. They said,
No,
"Hey,
what's the point of that? They say they're going to talk about it and rule on it, and then they just go to lunch. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna issue the ruling. Oh, just kidding. Maybe next week. We'll
No,
maybe
see.
why
next
wouldn't
week."
they say if, well, I mean, what are they too busy? What do they say? We're going to do it and get everybody worried, and then they just say we're not going to talk about it?
Yeah, they
Pretty
said we'll
much.
just do it later. Yeah,
They're not going to
Yeah,
do anything. I think I told you the guys the other day, it's not worth, the stock market doesn't care about a tariff. It's already proven that.
yeah. I mean, you know, but the economy is not the stock market. Stock market's not the economy. We
Yeah.
we we go through that
this is
every
true.
single day right here.
Yep.
So all trading involves a substantial risk of loss, though. And if you put your money in the markets, you might lose it. Past performance of a system is not necessarily indicative of future results. Jack and I, we speculate and make predictions about the markets, and they may or may not come true. This presentation here is intended to be informational, educational, fun, entertaining. Hopefully, you're entertained, but it's not a recommendation to be buying or selling any financial instruments or anything else, really, including stocks, options, bonds, forex, futures, cryptos, treasuries. If you trade any of those things, you may lose money. And you should really just focus on, taking care of number one, taking a vested interest in your own financial well-being, because nobody's going to watch out for your money better than you. But if you think somebody might, you can hire somebody, but better
They
be careful
won't.
with that. Better
They
be
won't.
careful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most people out there, just think about this. The way the world works, most people just trying to make some of your money into some of their money. Whether that's in the markets, whether that's buying something from somebody, whether it's hiring a financial advisor, whether it's hiring a plumber, most people out there are just trying to make some of your money into some of their money. It's kind of the way the world works.
That's right. Call the plumber out. They charge you $1,000 just to come out and replace the toilet. You know, I could go buy the toilet, get the seal from Home Depot for $150.
Tell you what,
Yeah,
man.
But then you got to handle tools. I'd rather pay the
e-
grand.
exactly. I was gonna say, then you got to take it apart. You might have to cut the bolts off. Jack's
Yeah,
like, nope.
And then mine, you'd flush it and the water'd go all over the floor somehow. So call the plumber. Mrs. Jack, Mrs. Jack sees me with tools. She's like, "Oh, you're not fixing anything. There's no fixing today."
Oh my gosh, Mrs. Carter calls the plumber while you're trying to fix it.
Yeah, yeah,
The plumber shows up. You're like, thank God you're here.
yeah. I've been
yeah. Here,
stalling the whole time.
yeah. Here, plumbing's great business to be in as long as you don't mind getting a little shit on your face.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
I tell you, man, that is a
ooh,
nasty
that's
job right
harsh.
there.
Yes.
You run that snake through that 4-inch main line, you don't know what you're gonna pull back.
I think I told you the story about the guy in Aspen, the plumber that got a Lamborghini delivered while I was having my motorcycle picked up. And this guy started out as a one-man van plumber, and then he got his sons involved, and he turned that into a huge business in the Aspen area. Just crazy how much money you can make if you're plumbing the right houses.
Hey, if you're a,
PT.
I guess if you're a plumber in Aspen, you got to charge the big bucks to even be able to afford to live in the area.
Yeah, what are they going to do if you don't, right? What are they going to do if you charge them 4 grand for a toilet? They're going to pay it.
Yeah.
They
Not
need
not
it.
not many options up there. I
They don't
mean,
care. They don't care. That's why this Charlie's Plumbing, that's why he charges whatever he wants and he has a Lambo delivered. I love it. I love seeing those blue collar guys up there get rich.
Man,
yeah.
tell you what, good buddy of mine, and I went to high school with. He's my age. He started his own construction company. That guy's living on the lake, and he's got all the free time in the world. So
Yeah, yeah. More power to them. Blue
yeah,
collar's where it's at now.
he's a carpenter. All he does is cabinets and trim, and he makes that much money. So
Yeah, that's
it's
cool.
crazy.
It's a skill like anything
It
else.
is. Yeah.
I've never hired a plumber.
Jeffrey is the plumber.
George says to stop talking about toilet stuff. He's still having breakfast. All right. Yeah.
We'll stop. It's Friday. Come on, you got to give
Yeah.
us a chance here.
We're getting too far off the reservation, though, guys. We can't be talking
Oh,
about plumbing.
That's right.
We got to
well,
plumb the market for some for some profits here.
That's
yeah.
right.
Soundhouse still working good for me.
Yeah. Fly is spreading its wings. Did you do anything in
I've got the 2050s out to next Friday.
look at
Still,
that?
I mean, I
So
I
did
sold
you,
those down here at 80 cents out for 2 weeks, and it's over 100% ROI.
yeah.
I'm just gonna sit on it and let it cook.
Now, do you think we put in the bottom?
This is looking like the bottom's in place. Now, what I expect to happen is I expect it to pop up here, do another retrace like this, and then come back up to the highs. I expect another
Nice.
major retrace in here. Doesn't have to happen. Could be small. It could just be that, and then we go. But this would be more typical for what we've done off the lows. A fair size retrace. I mean, it kind of fits with that drop back here. Stocks tend to kind of get the same kind of moves, whether they're going up or down. So,
You think this can double?
oh yeah, I mean, we can go back to that 75 high.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Good.
more than double.
I'm a
So,
little more long than I sold the 23 put. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I want
yeah,
more stock because I want to ride it higher. I'm going to do like
yeah,
a triple position. I'm going to be long, 500, short 5 puts, and maybe sell 3 calls and stay long some.
I just been shaving a few puts off here and there, and
Yeah. Boy, we got a lot of blue collar comments. Driving beer trucks. Guy was a
yeah,
roofer. Yeah, good stuff, man. Carpentry. Yeah, it's good stuff.
I drive a beer truck every time I go to pick up a couple packs at the grocery store.
That's funny. Now you can drink and drive in that legally in Tennessee if you're not driving, right?
Yeah, open containers. You can't have any open containers within the driver's reach or whatever.
You
So
cannot.
yeah,
I
you
think you
cannot.
can in Montana. Those fly fishing guides always have an open beer in their car, in a truck.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, my beer money trade. For those that know what I'm referencing here, Nasdaq. Now I typically roll in like 1:30 in the afternoon. I jump down. I try to play 3 standard deviations down because typically we don't get very big moves between 1:30. I guess I should be on a 30-minute chart between 1:30 and the close. The average move is only 0.45 points higher. Think about that on something that moves thousands of points. It's priced in thousands of points. The average move between 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. Eastern and 4 o'clock close is less than 1 point. for the last 20 years. It's the craziest thing to me. And it's even the last 5 years when we've kind of been in this high flying price right here. So usually I roll in, try to play 3 standard deviations below the money about 1:30 in the afternoon. I roll in here, get that 1:30 candle. It's usually after this show is over. I pop down here somewhere and I sell a put, jump down 50 strikes lower. I would sell naked, but I can't. So I jump down 50 strikes lower to limit my out-of-pocket requirements. $5,000 risk. I try to pick up about $40 per contract on that. Now, a lot of people are like, $40 on a $5,000 risk? That's ridiculous. Let me show you something just a minute here.
That's where it's at, my friend.
$40. If you do this every day, which you're playing 0-day options, you can do it 250 days a year. That's $10,000. And if you're risking 5,000 to do it, that's 200% return on risk right there.
But from the outside, without doing the math, people don't do it because it looks so. Why? Why would you pick up $20, risk $5,000? Because the probability is so high, right?
Yeah, and
Not the money.
That's the thing. Is like everybody's like, well, what if it went down? So because I'm playing at 3 standard deviations, 3 sigma, as they call it, that means I have a 99.7% chance that price never comes to visit my short strike. That's where my short strike is at 99 at 3 sigma. My long strike is down here at basically 4 sigma. We're pretty darn close to it. That's a 99.99, I think 39% chance that you're not going to lose $5,000.
I like it.
So one day out of every 333 trading days, price might come down to visit me on average. If I stay consistent. Now, you gotta stay disciplined. You can't go get greedy and be like, I should go pick up $60. I should go pick up $70. I should go for $100. You start getting greedy, you start playing closer to the money, you're going to get hurt.
Closer to the money, you're liable to get hit by a truck.
Yeah,
because they're moving fast on the highway and you're right on the edge of the road. So, stay out there outside.
So what we're doing, I'm rolling in here. These blue lines are 1 standard deviation. So I'm looking at going 1 standard deviation. You have to count the strikes between here, between the at the money and the 1 standard deviation. They show the 2 standard deviation line, but they don't show a 3 standard deviation line. So you got to count the strikes and be down here. But they do a handy dandy thing and give you a percentage profit calculation on here. Other platforms give you a in the money or out of the money percentage or touch percentage. And there's all sorts of calculations out there. They'll all be a little bit different. Everybody does their assumptions on the Black-Scholes model just a little bit different. You can see right down in here. Right in here is about where 3 standard deviations sit. And it's usually for NASDAQ, usually hanging out around $2 at 1:30 p.m. Somewhere around the $2 for your short strike. And then you roll down 50 strikes below it, add the other one. See, that's paying $60 right now. That's a little rich. I'd probably move down. More safety.
More safety, out of the money.
Further away from price. So this is all about being safe and picking up a few bucks every day consistently. That's 200%. Like if you did this every day and made 200% by the end of the year, would you be happy with that?
Yeah, without ever owning a stock. And show them how that stacks up.
Yeah, so for those that yeah, I can pull up the K-info.
That's stacking and packing right there, baby.
I do these every day on top of the other trades I do in here. You can see the last month. That's what it looks like. And if I click on the trades button, here's I've not taken a loss in a month. I've only taken 1 loss in 3 months. Look at that craziness.
And how much was the loss on a percentage basis? Everyone would want.
Well, look at that. That's $275.
Okay. out of the five
loss.
G's. So that's not a killer. That's like, when you have a loss that wipes out a bunch of profits, that's one thing. But when you have a loss that just takes 2 days, that's another thing.
But then but I'm playing a little bit bigger size. You can see right here, I was actually playing 10 contracts. You're like, whoa, wait a minute, that's $50,000. Yeah. And I picked up like 700 bucks yesterday. Actually, I guess in this account, it was actually 500 bucks. I actually went for 50 cents instead of 40 cents yesterday. And everything went fine. Yeah, see, there was the long, here was the short. That's 500 bucks between them. I added an extra little 35 center right before the close. Like 20 minutes exposure, 25 minutes exposure, made 70 more bucks. I thought it was safe. I could walk out, pick up 70 more bucks laying in the street. So this adds up though. Look at the 3-month total. I've worked it up to about $9,000 a month now, Jack, on
There
the
you go.
average.
See, you're going to hit your 50K goal quicker than you thought.
Yeah, my 1 month average right now pushing 15K a month. My goal here is to build this into an account that generates 50K per month. And this is the 1 month profit. I'm at 15K a month.
And this is so much easier, folks, because he's not trying to pick a stock that's going to make him 50 grand a month by going up. He's just deploying a strategy that's going to generate the cash flow to get to the 50 grand a month.
Yeah, and people are like, where's your big losses? They're right here. That's it.
Little babies.
Little babies compared to being up almost 60 grand.
Yeah. I do a similar trade. Let's take a look at Goog.
Yeah.
And people say similar things about it. Uh, but I sold the 300 put and bought the 297.50 put
All the way down here.
and
All the
picked
way off the bottom of the chart here.
and also, the net credit was 16 cents, but that's close to 6.5% return for 3 days. I put that trade on every Tuesday for every following Friday expiration. And people say the same thing. Jack, why would you do 15 cents? 16 cents is nothing. Yeah, it's not. But when you're only putting up $2 and whatever cents to do it, it's great.
Yeah, it's already down to a penny, it looks like.
I know. I'm gonna not do anything and just let it expire worthless. I'm not even gonna spend $1 to buy that back. And I'll put the trade on again next Tuesday. I don't roll it. I let it go, and then. But it's the same principle. 15 cents sounds stupid. 16 cents sounds not worth doing. But I think we got 37 winners in a row, and it's been amazing. But it's not a trade that's exciting or, you know, uh, nothing. But look how far out of the money I am. It would take something wild to happen today for this thing to go down below 300.
Yeah. That's like a
So
10% drop right there.
I just think it's a low risk trade. And to me, it makes sense. To other people think that's not even worth doing. But again, like you say, you pack it up, it's 200 something percent a year.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those that people have trouble with, but and you can stack these and you stack them over and over and over.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
compound them if you want. But it's just so much easier for me. I can't pick, and I'm long Google, but I can't do a trade where I'm going to say I'm going to buy Google on Tuesday and hope it goes to 330. I'm going to buy it at 300 and hope it goes up. It doesn't need to go up. It could go up. It could go sideways. It could even go down $29 a share, and I don't. I'm still going to win. So I don't know. I like the way those trades are structured. People always talk about risk versus reward, but the third dimension is probability.
Yeah.
That's where you lean into it, like you have.
And just in case anybody has doubts about how much money this really kind of produces, here's my log. And this is my personal log. I put these numbers in. This is not a audited log like K-Info is. That's the NASDAQ right there, INDX, what I'm talking about. I've made $18,000 on this trade. picking up 20, 30, $40 every day.
Yeah, same thing. I like to pick up
So,
250, 500 a week with that credit spread. And the thing I like about it on a stock like Goog is I can go back to the well on that exact same stock every week until the trend is broken.
and this is my keep a track of the wheel and keep a track of credit selling. Like that's how it goes right there. This
Good
this is
stuff.
my monthly profits. Where's the big losses? There's not any. Like I don't trade things that generate big losses. I don't like to take losses, so I don't do that.
Yeah.
And few people are like, what's the system here? The system is Jack and I showing up here every day talking about these kind of trades.
I think they're super low risk relative to, and I've been doing it 40 years. Our whole thing used to be about, finding which stocks go up the most in the shortest period of time, the fast money trading. That is hard, man. Just selling a cash secured put deep out of the money is easy, and if you want to do a credit spread, that's also very simple. As long as you got stocks that are trending. You see, the whole thing here with Goog is that trend for me. No trend, no trade for me. Something like that, once an object is in motion, it tends to stay in motion. And as long as I'm deep out of the money, I just continue to let it do its trend. And if it has a little pullback or correction or whatever, so be it. I'm deep out of the money.
I post these on X when I place when I do them. So anybody wondered, hey, how do I get there's no trade alerts, there's no system, I'm not sending any text alerts or anything like that. I post them on X. I do share them with my insider all access group before I post them on X. So, but there you go. That's what I do.
Now,
And
is that a picture of an airplane there next to your name?
yeah, it's my plane. Yeah.
Sweet. What size motor you got in there?
It's got 230 horsepower.
Awesome. How far can it go?
It's debatable. It basically can fly about 8 hours.
You got to come down
And
and get me in Naples, and then we'll turn around and go to Jacksonville.
yeah, I'm not flying in Florida.
Come on, man. I'd come and get you.
I haven't flown in Florida. And I don't plan on flying in Florida.
All right.
It's a
Thanks.
crappy place to
Thanks.
fly.
Oh, man. All right. All right. Well, back to the trend thing here. Now, that could be any four tickers, any four letters you want, or three or four letters. It doesn't matter. But that trend right there, when my eye sees that, I am very attracted to that. And if I were, not a predictive stock trader, a reactive stock trader, I would react when I see this trend by just buying the stock. I like this one. This is a really great trend.
Yeah. And it's people have trouble with this. I don't know why people have trouble with this, but you and I, Jack, we do this wheel trade, what we call the
Yeah.
wheel. What's commonly called the wheel across,
Just bum me out. You're bumming me out. I thought I was going to get my 1750 puts filled
hey,
today.
hey
Not
man, I
happening.
told you this is a rocket ship, baby. We're rocket
I know.
shipping out of here.
I know. It's about, I can smell the smoke from the first engine going. But yeah, man, I wanted that at 1750. I got the 1850 put sold as well. So I'll take the 1850s if I can get that today. We'll see. And if I don't, I'm going to just buy uh, at the close some straight up stock because I don't want to come in here on Monday and see it's already blooming.
What am I on X? I'm me. There's no I'm myself on X.
Yeah, cool.
There's no weird name. There's no nothing. It's just me, my name. And
Now, can you do a little crop dusting in that plane?
no, man, it's just a regular plane.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about the airplane. It's
All right.
just a regular plane.
Okay. Well,
It's
it
a
looks
Cessna
fun to ride
180.
around in.
It's a 182. I had a 172 to begin with. It was kind of like maybe a Volkswagen Bug or something like that. And then I upgraded to this thing after my first plane got destroyed in a hailstorm.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, it was just parked at the airport, and that big baseball or grapefruit size hail just beat the crap out of it. And so the insurance company bought it, and I bought this one out in Camarillo, California. And this one's kind of like driving a Mustang compared to Volkswagen Beetle.
Nice. Nice.
So
Cool.
Anyway, when you punch it, you're like, oh yeah.
You can
So,
feel it.
but nothing compares to the Cybertruck. So
Yeah, we'll find out. We're gonna race on the beach.
you can't even drive down there on the beach. I haven't seen any cars on the beach down there.
You can drive. I know a place where we can go, and if we get tickets, so what? We gotta settle it. I just don't know which vehicle I'm gonna take, but you're gonna take the Cybertruck, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to have your leg put up somewhere.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
doctor told me Tuesday if I get busted driving with a broken leg, it's just like driving impaired,
yeah,
like a DUI. If he sees the crutches or the boot or anything.
man, you're gonna have to get Mrs. Jack to drive you up there to
She said
Jacksonville.
no. I've been begging her to do it. She's going somewhere and she did one time, but she's not doing it this time.
Uh,
So I'm still trying to talk her into it. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's why I want you to come down here and pick me up. I need a driver.
need, need to borrow one of them self-driving Teslas.
No, I don't know which vehicle I'm going to bring up there, but we're going to definitely race on the beach.
What's a Cybertruck? You kidding right there? Like that's Tesla's truck right there. I have one in case anybody didn't know that.
And he has a still in the back. Don't let him
I don't
fool
have
you.
a still. Oh, Jack, God, man, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, back to business. Tesla, we like the 1750 put, the 1850 put, the 1650 put. We like the cash secured puts.
And there's my truck. Just in case anybody hadn't
Yeah.
hadn't seen it. That's my truck right there.
You know,
And it
let's see, it's not coming up on the screen.
did not. Should be.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. It's
How
got
do they, in Colorado, you see a lot of the matte finish, like blue or green. What is that? Painted on?
so it's got basically a big sticker all over it.
Oh,
And it's actually a matte black, but it's got a blue metallic, this navy blue that kind of reflects off the hood.
oh, cool.
It's got a navy blue metallic in the black. So when the sun catches it, it looks that navy blue color.
I see. A
And
guy has a green one in this little town outside of where I have the cabin. It's very cool. There's quite a few of them up there.
and it's called Frosted Sapphire is the color that I have. So it's cool. I like it. I
And
wouldn't
it
have paid for
washes
it.
itself.
Yeah, I wish it washed itself.
Mm.
I wish. The people down here at the car wash told me I couldn't bring it to the car wash anymore. I don't know
Because
what's
they
up
don't
with
want
that.
the insurance.
Yeah, I guess. I guess,
The door falls off and you're going to sue them when you put the power washer on it.
yeah. I took it through there 3 or 4 times and then they're like, nope, you're not allowed to come through here anymore. So, I don't know.
Weird. A lot of Tesla haters out there, man.
Yeah. So
So our
anyway,
play on Tesla on T Sizzle is I'm going to buy some stock today, TSLL. I got the 1850 puts already sold for today. If I don't get them, I'm gonna probably buy some stock anyway. And I got the 1750 puts sold. I'll probably roll those today. But I'm sinking my teeth right here. I can't believe this has a beta of a go nowhere stock that's just doing nothing sideways and still has
yeah.
that high beta, which means we're going to get paid more on this than pretty much any other stock out there right now. This is the go-to moneymaker.
Now, few things to catch people up if you haven't been here before. I go after a technical pattern, and this is it right here. This is actually both my technical patterns stacked up on top of each other. It's what I call a measured bounce that I teach in my fib class, and it's a market roadmap bounce that I teach in my market roadmap class. And when those two stack on top of each other, I call it the rocket ship because it has extra power to go even higher, even stronger. The target on this thing might be up in the 50 area.
Ooh. Well, it'd be goodbye T Sizzle. We'd have to move on to something else, but that
Yeah,
would
this
make one hell of a trade.
it's gonna make this not so tradable because Jack and I have been
Milking
pounding
it
this thing like
like a red-headed puppy.
red-headed puppy. So this thing's been sitting here. We popped up right there back in September, and we've just been sitting here, and I have been rolling forward a variety of options. I've got 18s right now. I just rolled those up from 17s that I had added on. I've got 19s. I've got 1950s. I've got 20s. I think I have some 21s. And I just keep rolling those options forward. But I also have about 5,000 shares of this that I've accumulated and been selling some upside calls on them.
That's going to be one of your biggest hits ever.
Yeah, it is the single biggest holding I have right now. It used to be Mora for lots of years, and I sold options on that one to death. And now I've pulled back the Mora position, and I'm all over this thing right here.
My biggest is Nvidia.
When's
By,
the
by
rocket coming? It's there's no guarantee. It could just fizzle and explode on the pad,
Yeah, it
and
could just smoke out right here and fall over.
could
You
just
know,
yeah, it's possible.
we have no guarantees. We're taking risk.
It is a pattern I like, and it's
I
it's not
love
even
it.
like a high probability, like more often than not it'll work out. It's just when these go, which it's like a coin flip, 50% maybe. Maybe they go, maybe it goes, maybe it doesn't. But if it goes, and when these typically line up like this and they go, they tend to go big.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, it's just
this is a lot of people are freaking out when you talk about a cash secured put and you get put to stock. But every time it's happened to me with this one, it's been a gift. I
yeah.
got them put at 1850, sold on Friday, sold them at 1950 on Monday. This thing is just, and every time I get called out, I just buy it back and or do another naked put. I just keep wheeling this thing, and it's been a huge payer.
Yeah, Jack and I have basically been playing out a week or two. Now there is earnings coming up at the end of the month, so going out a month is paying higher than just a week or two right now.
And they'll probably disappoint everybody, but it won't matter.
But people are like, "How far out should I play?" I'm out 7 days.
That's me too. And then if I buy one back today, let's say I on another stock or whatever, if I sold the put at 50 cents or 30 cents or 70 cents and it's worth a penny or two today, I'll buy it back today and then resell it out today for next Friday and make a little more premium by doing it that way.
Now this is a 2x leverage on Tesla. It has some special things going for it. Like it is more, there's more shares typically traded here. It's more actively traded than the actual underlying stock Tesla,
Weird. Not
which
normal.
is not normal for a 2x leverage ticker to be trading higher volume than the underlying. It's just not normal. This is not like, oh, I like what you're doing on Tesla. I'll go do it on Meta. I'll go do it on Apple. I'll go do it on, Microsoft. There's not another
Mm-mm.
set of tickers like this, like Tesla and TSLL. And there's other leveraged tickers on Tesla that don't trade like TSLL.
Yeah, they don't even have as much volume or actions, option action. It's just strange.
Like T
It's a phenomenon, you know.
like TSLT right here. It's a 2x leverage, but look at the volume. It's a pittance. There's no volume. Assets under management, nothing. Compared to TSLL, look at this. $6 billion is in this leverage ticker right here.
T sizzle.
And it's just, there's something special about this ticker. It's not going to last forever.
Nope.
We've talked about this since since I brought it up to Jack. Jack was like, you were all over iBit before I
Yeah.
showed you this baby.
Yeah.
And this is better than iBit's been.
Yeah. It's been the single biggest earner. I call these stocks earners when I'm wheeling them. This has been by far. It's going to take a lot for something to catch this. So we identified the most juicy opportunity is in the stock, and then we're applying the principles and concepts of selling cash secured puts. And if you get the stock, then you sell calls. And we've been doing that on this thing just as it goes sideways. And it's been easier than trying to predict a stock that's going to go up. We've been absolutely killing it on this. And like Jeffrey says, it won't last. You got to make hay while the sun shines, and that's what we're doing. But if this thing blasts off to 30, 40, or 70, You know, it'll be the bloom will be off the rose, and we'll have to go back to find something else, which is normal.
And people are like, why does volume matter? It matters because it's excitement. There's more excitement on this ticker than there is in regular Tesla stock.
Yeah, more players, more action.
That brings more players, more people, more money, more stupid trades that you can take advantage of by selling the premium. There's people buying calls and buying puts like crazy on this thing.
Unbelievable call buying on it.
Call buying, put buying, and that's what brings the opportunity for us to sell the credit, sell the puts to them, sell the calls to them,
All day.
and
Now, the
make the
beta
money.
matters because the beta is a measurement of volatility. So the broad market, SPY, has a beta of 1. So any stock that has a beta over 1 is going to have more volatility and therefore have higher premiums, higher prices that you can sell the options for and make more money on a higher beta trade. So with a beta of 334, it's 3 times more volatile than the broad market, and probably twice as volatile as Tesla. Yeah, twice as volatile. And therefore, when you go to sell a cash secured put on TSLL, you're going to make more money than you would selling a cash secured put on any other stock. Even the underlying is just
You're gonna
weird.
make you're gonna make more money per dollar risked. The
Yeah.
opportunity to make more money per dollar risked is there.
No, I don't wait for a down day, Chris. If there is a down day and I don't have a position, that's a good day to do it. But I'll do it any day. I don't. I'll do it on this one no matter what. But yeah, ideally, if it were a down day, that would be better. And ideally, if you were long a stock on an up day, you'd sell the covered call. But just as a general rule, I'll do this anytime. Even though this thing's up 3.7%, I'm going to do it here again when we get done because I can't do two things at once.
This one hasn't mattered a lot. Yeah, and I just want to bring this over and kind of roll through it here a minute. Starting back in September, when it started on that sideways, I started in here. I've got 4 contracts going. Look at that. I've brought in $3,135 of premium rolling forward 4 contracts. I have 3 at 20
Look
and
at that.
1 at 1950 in this particular trade right here in this
So
account.
if you do one at 1950, folks, you're putting up $1,950 cash so that in the event you did get assigned the stock at 1950, you'd have the money already in your account. But what he's doing here, he's not touching the stock. He's made 3 grand just doing the options without ever getting a share, which is a whole case study in and of itself. This is fascinating. Now I'm doing the same thing, but I get the stock put to me and I get the stock called away from me. But we're doing the same thing, just different. But I just think it's fascinating if you were to tell somebody, I know a guy that made 3 grand on a stock without ever owning a share. That would take some explaining. And that's why I think everybody should follow him, Jeffrey, because this is what it's all about. We're cash flowing stocks. We're not necessarily at all doing any directional stuff
See, I've used $7,950 of buying power
to make 3 grand.
to make 3,100 bucks.
Yeah, 50% without touching a stock. That's a book right there.
It's basically $8 a share that I've made. If I actually get put these shares, I've got $8 up per share essentially in profit already. It's just the wildest thing that I can sit here and do this over and over. And I haven't even updated it. I've got 2 more rolls I need to put in here. So I rolled these before I went live and I didn't get them updated yet. So this is
Keep,
probably well over $3,200.
keep them doggies rolling. Yeah, without touching the stock. I just think that's cool. Whereas I like getting it put to me and I like getting called away, all
I
that
just
stuff.
like generating the money.
Yeah, me too.
Generating the money, honey.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it. That's good stuff. So if you were going to do a brand new trade in this, and if you wanted to, you could start out by selling a cash secured put anywhere you want, 1850 or lower, and do it for next Friday's expiration. And if you get lucky enough to get the stock assigned to you, then on Monday, the following Monday, you'd sell covered calls against it at a higher strike price. Just keep cash flowing it.
yeah, these are just beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful opportunity right now. Soundhound has been another one that's a beautiful opportunity right now.
And yeah, very low price. You could do this one for, $1,000.
I've been doing the 11s since back here in November, just rolling them forward, rolling them forward, rolling them forward, rolling them forward. It looks like I'm gonna have to do something different. I actually got, I had some 15s I was doing up here, and I actually got that put to me in a couple accounts. I've been selling 17s against it, just
Dang.
rolling out basically 2 weeks instead of every week or something like that, and still premium up here. It's the most ridiculous thing. I can still sell 17s. Um, I can't believe it. Anyway,
Yeah.
these
Take a look
juicy
at
ones,
that.
these juicy ones that we show up and talk about. Look at this, 3.64 on that beta.
That's where it's at. We got a ASTS is about to launch itself into space.
It's about to hit that target up there
Look
at
at that thing.
114.
My 83 put is looking stupid. In my 120 call, I bought, so I did my triple header. I like to sell cash secured puts on it. I like to go long it, and I like to sell some covered calls against it. And so I did all that, and I got the 120 call sold, and we'll see what happens. But this thing has been a moneymaker. And now I'm guessing you're going to say it's going to pull back to 78 and then rip higher. But
Uh,
I'm saying, what
right
do you
now,
think?
I'm looking for that 114 hit, and then all
Ooh,
bets on
then
a
a
pullback.
pullback? Okay.
Yeah, this is set up like it already did the pullback right here, and this is
Yeah.
set for a tag of the target area,
Yeah.
114 to 125. Like that's the
I
goal.
so on the 5th, what was that, Monday? I sold the ASTS 83 put for 218 that expires today. That's
Yeah, that,
fat. 83 bucks, get $218. Dang. Oh man. When I look back, I was like, I should have done like 50 contracts, but that's always the case, hindsight. But this is going to be, oh, and I sold another one, an 82 put that expires today for 166. And I sold the 120 call. I got $7.19 for the call.
nice,
This is-
nice
yeah,
money,
I
nice
know.
money.
That's fat, man. That is some fat stuff.
And
So
then
I'm loving
this
this stock.
and the beta on this one. Yeah. So I just wanted to cover this real quick before we go too far. My technical pattern that fired off back here in early December, doesn't matter with the pullbacks or anything. 75% likely we were to come all the way up here and tag 114. 70% likely to tag 125
Before a
Bef-
pullback,
before, a nasty pullback that comes back to the bottom.
just from where we are now.
Yeah, that was from right here, right there on that entry back early December. That was
Dang.
what activated this pattern. So this is likely to come on up.
All right, I'm making my list and checking it twice. I'm going to see who's been naughty or nice today. I'm going to get more TSLL. I'm going to get more ASTS trades going. I'm going to sell some more cash secured puts. I'm going to buy a little more stock. I'll tell you something that's funny. When I see it go to 100, I was telling my buddy, I'll bet you a car that this ASTS, when it was at 96, goes to 100. And the reason is because when stocks get real close to 100, and they're in an uptrend, they almost always get up there and touch that 100. So if it's like at 98, 96, and it's in an uptrend, you can pretty much bet it's going to hit 100. So there it did that to us. So I'll see if he's going to buy me lunch today.
And Amazon set up my technical pattern right here.
Yep.
This is an entry today for 265 on the upside.
Maybe a debit spread there.
Yeah, maybe a call debit spread.
Yeah.
Maybe just buy some AMZU shares. The leverage ticker there.
Yeah.
16% upside could get you up to like 45 on that one.
Take a look at KLAC.
KLAC. Yep.
I bought a piece of this, and I'm loving this thing. I'm loving it. I want to do a call debit spread on it, and if I could hustle up the money, a cash secured put.
Yeah, this has been it's kind of reaching the point where it might be a little played out here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
$1,400 is the next upside target right there. And
yeah. I know. I know, and it's there. Yeah.
And we could get another sizable 300 buck pullback. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
run a little rich on that one.
I like this one though. I like it. I just don't like the price. The price, it's hard to work with it when it's that price.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to afford 100 shares and hard to,
Yeah, yeah. It ties up a lot of money.
yep.
For the same type of move or bigger I can get on T Sizzle, I'll do that. And check out MU.
I was in MU at 100, got out at 200.
I'm long
And
this one still too. Yeah, I'm loving this, man. This has been amazing.
yeah, this has a resistance up here right around 400. So,
Yeah, I like it. I like this one and Clack both.
but
Like ASTS.
my
Yeah,
pattern was down here and I was shooting for this target right in here and I got out, but it's still running hot, going for the bigger target.
yeah. And this one, these are my three new ones: Clack, MU, and LRCX.
LRCX, Lamb Research.
Yeah. And I got off of the Western Digital because it just was ripping too much. Now this is ripping too much. That's not a sustainable chart right there, my friends,
And we know what's
ladies
going to
and
happen.
gentlemen. You know what's going to happen? This thing's going to have a pullback because it cannot run on fumes like that. So I may have to pull the plug, and I might even put on a little shorter.
People want to know how we find these tickers. Yeah, this is what Jack and I do every day is get
All
on and
day.
talk about this stuff.
All day I look at, find them,
So
scan them, read about them. Yeah, I'm on the hunt.
KLAC is right here on my list. I go pull the pre-market gainers, things moving $2 or more up. And you're like, well, how do you do that? I actually asked AI to write me a piece of software to do that. I pull it off of Market Chameleon and I get a comma separated list and I throw it right in here. And then I go talk about them on my morning show on YouTube every morning. I talk about everything moving $2 or more up in the pre-market goes on the gainers list. Everything moving $2 or more down in the pre-market goes on the decliners list. If you've never seen Market Chameleon, let me pop that up, bring it over. It has a variety. I'm not even logged in. I don't have an account here, but you can look at the market movers. They show you what's moving today, what's hot. If you're going to do wheel trades, jumping into these 52-week highs, this list right here. If you want to see stuff that's pulled back at the bottom, 52-week lows. Now, one of the things about the 52-week highs, and this is all for free right here. You don't have to pay a dime for any of this. Now, if you want to get more catered lists, Jack has software. What is it? Your trend point software, Jack, that helps
trend point. Yep.
that filters out and finds some of the best stuff in here.
Yep.
But if you don't want to pay anything, you just sort these by option volume and look at the stuff that has more than 10,000 options a day traded and start hunting opportunities. Now you've already got a short list. Now you're down to 25 stocks right here to
pick
check
stocks, out. Eliminate the stocks that are under 25.
Yeah. So anything in here that's like ONDS, kick that one out and
kick it out. If it had a big gap up and it hit a new high on a big gap up, kick that out. Make sure that it hit a new high within the context of an already existing trend, preferably 3 to 6 months. Like Goog, if Goog was hitting a new high, that'd be one that has a great trend to back it up. LRCX, that's a little too steep. Just looking at things, you could see that's not a sustainable trend. It can't go much higher than 214 without taking a little bit of a breather. It just can't.
Now, one that I'm about to get on again. I was all over this when it was at 11 down here, all through here, up until this point when it broke out and I quit. And now that we're coming back down again, I'm about to get on this one again, I think. Right here at 18. CSIQ. I'm looking for it to bounce again. This potentially made its big bottom back here. Broke through the roadmap line, took off, coming back down to retest the roadmap line. This is my pattern right here. And you might be like, well, how do you keep track of these? This is what I do every day. Like I keep track of these. Like I can't tell you how I remember them, but if you watch sports, if you keep track of, like names of football players, names of baseball players, names of basketball players, stats, who shot what, threw free throw, whatever. I can't name. I probably can't name six professional football teams. I probably can't name six college football teams.
Can you name the team name of the University of Tennessee?
well, well, I know the Vols. Like
Okay.
I've lived here all my life, but
All right.
I,
We're
I
just
can't tell
checking.
you. I can't tell you what sports ball season is right now.
Yeah.
I don't know
But you
what's playing
can
right
tell
now.
me what's on page 922 of the tax code, which is amazing.
But I do keep track of these stocks, tickers, companies, CEOs, what's happening. This is what
Yeah.
I keep track of.
All day long.
This is
Oh
what I
no.
do.
My little baby Fermi.
And
Oh man, I'm gonna get called out at 10, I'll bet you.
yeah, yeah.
Check out
Somebody
Fermi.
somebody mentioned to me that the day we're coming to Jacksonville is Super Bowl Sunday. So I don't know. Um, I guess
Oh, that'd be terrible. Well,
I,
Super Bowl Sunday after we're done or before?
I think it's the day we're supposed to get there, and then that Sunday before the meetup is Super Bowl
Oh
Sunday.
wow. Wow. All right. Well, if the Bears are in it, I won't be there Sunday.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
Vols. The name of the UT team is Garbage Vol. The Volunteers.
Greg says we don't listen to you for sports, so we're all good.
Yep, that's. I don't know anything about sports ball, so. But
Yeah.
here's the high. Here's the potential sport. This is my technical pattern. Not a sports baller. Yeah, and I'm looking for this to turn and burn, potentially come on up back in the 40, possibly even $50 area up here after it bounces. I would love to have a piece of this, but also I'll just be happy selling a few puts, making some nice chunks of money.
Hmm.
The beta on this thing, 2.36 right there. This is just one I've been chasing after. I've been chasing after Celsius. I feel like this could be one of the bigger outperformers this year. I was talking about it down here at 38. Now here it goes through 52. I
Yep.
didn't get put. Still haven't gotten put. We're about to confirm the uptrend on a move up through 53.50.
That's got 60 or $70 in it.
Yeah,
Good.
this will be 72, if not 77. And then when you zoom out and look at it, I don't drink Celsius, but the potential is for this to come on up here to 240.
That'd be a nice move.
And that may be all the way out into next year. But the big picture, that's the potential on Celsius.
Take a quick look at Fermi. So I sold the 750 puts that expire on the 16th, I think. And I don't think I'll get those. And I sold the $10 calls on a piece that I'm long, and I hope I don't get called out of those.
Yeah.
But this is one of my failed IPOs for people following along. I like to play around with some of these IPOs that have become just a disaster. And, like Jeffrey coined the term, like you sufficiently bummed everybody out, and then these things turn the corner. And that's what I'm doing here. So I took my first nibble at 775, bought a little stock, and I sold the 750 put cash secured, and I sold the $5 put cash secured, if you can believe that. And I sold the $10 calls on some of it.
Well, this might have made a bottom. I'm not convinced. This goes against all the things you always talk about, how you want an
Goes
uptrend.
against everything I believe in. But this is a side piece, right? This is my little side action hustle, these failed IPOs. It's not my main thing, but it's just something that I do kind of live a little. Serenity says, yeah, I got a little side hustle going on here with these failed IPOs. They're beaten down so bad. They've been beaten like a red-headed something. And I'm just here to watch them go
Yeah.
higher.
So, what you're basically saying though is you're allocating a small amount of money
Exactly.
compared to your normal
Yes.
portfolio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your normal stuff is much greater than this.
Yeah. This is nothing. Yeah. This is nothing.
It's kind of like me taking maybe doing one contract on HPQ instead of going at it with a full size, 10 or 12 contracts.
But when they turn the corner, and just so you know, once a stock is up, if I take a little position and then it goes down, I don't ever add to that. I never average down. But if I take a position and I like the trend and it goes up, I'll buy more of it, right? Buy more and I'll buy more. So, like with Fly, that started out as one of my failed IPOs. But now that it's kind of turning the corner and my average cost is so much lower in Fly, if that continues to trend up, I'll build a bigger position in it through cash secured puts and just buying the stock. Mrs. Jack knows I got a side piece. The stock market is my side piece. She knows. I don't love my side piece though. I just like her.
Yeah, that's the thing about the stock market is a cruel mistress that doesn't love you back.
Never going to love you back. That's why you can't fall in love with a stock because the stock will never love you back. But you can fall in love with trading.
I like money. I like
Yeah,
making money.
I do too. Look at this thing is going, man. This thing is really going to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking for 37 up here.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this thing. I like it a lot. The beta hasn't come out yet because it's too new, right? But it's a failed
Yeah,
IPO that bummed everybody out. And like
yeah, we
Jeffrey
got like
says,
a
once
we got
it's
like a
gone,
1.7 right now.
it's not bad. It's no T sizzle, but it's a good when you got to spread it out. I can't have 100% of my money in TSLL. So, I want to allocate it to other stuff. Plus, I think this thing, I'll tell you before, I'm all about space this year. People are building all kind of stuff in space. Next thing it'll be amazing. But yeah, I'm big on this. I think it's got a lot of upside.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for people asking about my Nasdaq trade, let me grab a video from my Discord that I talked about it quite in depth. I may not answer all your questions, but let me
It's
go
a
ahead and
great
through.
trade.
Yeah, I went through it quite a bit, explained the statistics and the why and the everything behind it. I'll throw that into the chat here. We're probably never going to sell it as a product right there. I just post them on X when I do them, and it's every day. It's not like once a week or, they're day trades, but I hold them into the expiration so they don't ever count against you. I don't ever close them early. I just ride them into the dirt. And I did take a loss once, but that was before I started using statistics for it. So
And you know
there's the
what? Another good thing about that trade, people, is that you can get out of it at any time.
yeah,
That day. You don't have to take a full loss. That's why he showed you that one little tiny loss was like 175 bucks. So
yeah, you
that's
can
nothing.
roll it. You can roll it. You can do all sorts of things to it. You can close your short and ride the long. I
You
mean,
you just have to be there at that time. That's really it. If you can be there at the end of the day for the market, you can do it. But if you're out fishing, you can't do it. That's the thing that I bums me out is that I can't do it.
yeah, if you don't have the time and patience and discipline to sit there and watch it, probably shouldn't do it.
And I got adult ADD. I couldn't stay in a trade for an hour and
You
a half.
can't stay in a trade for 2 hours.
I can't do it. I
Uh,
could I could stay in it for 2 hours. I just couldn't watch it for the whole 2 hours. I'd have to go out and take a motorcycle ride and then come back or go smoke a cigar or something.
yeah,
But I can't sit there for the whole 2 hours.
as long as you set some alerts and stuff like that, and it's probably no big deal. You probably don't have to stare at it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually what I do is set some alerts and then go do other, go
Oh, that's cool.
work on other things and then um, just check on it periodically, make sure everything's still going okay.
Now, do you got that self-driving lawnmower working?
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
been mobile.
Roomba, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Roomba. It's
Yeah,
it's
you
been
got to
doing pretty
send me a
good.
video of that thing, man. You got all the toys. See, I got nothing compared to you. Got the wood sawmill, you got the lathe, you got the Tesla Cybertruck, you got the airplane. I know you got a still, and I heard that you got a submarine you're working on in
A
there. So
submarine, huh?
you got so many more toys than me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I collect skills, I guess you might say.
Yeah.
So everybody, talking about collecting stuff, I got a gold dredge too, and
Really? Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
gold's been running hot,
Yeah.
making all-time highs here.
Look at that.
And I have a gold trade that I put on every week
Tell me more.
that we should talk about.
I love it.
So just to bring everybody in on this, the profits performance shown. I'm going to talk about some trades, and they're not typical. Okay, I make no future earnings claims. You could lose money on these trades that I'm going to talk about here. Now, I'm going to talk about using a $2,000 starting stake unless I otherwise state it. And for the last, I don't think that's through 2029.